everyone. So in today's video we're going to start looking at the first part of angles in polygons. Okay, and we're first of all going to look at angles in a regular pentagon. So first of all, let's just have a little discussion around that word regular. Okay, so I'll give you a couple of hints. An equilateral triangle is a regular triangle. Okay, a square is a regular quadrilateral. So what do we know about these two things? Well, we know that an equilateral triangle, all the angles on the sides are the same. Okay, in a square, all the angles and the sides are the same. So a regular pentagon means all the sides and the angles within the pentagon are all the same. Okay, so regular just means all the angles and all the sides are the same regardless of the shape. Okay, but what we're looking at today is pentagon. So I've got 5 isosceles triangles. Okay, and you can get this sheet off Google Classroom. And what you're going to do is we're going to make this into, using these 5 isosceles triangles, we're going to make a regular pentagon. So that's the first thing we need to do. So our shape needs to have 5 sides. So let's start putting some together. So they're coming together quite nicely. However, I'm not getting the sides right. So I want another green and pink on the outside there, don't I? This isn't going to work, is it? So what I need to think about is what I need to put in the middle. So obviously all the greens don't go together, so let's try it with the pinks in the middle. Okay, this is looking slightly more promising already. Okay, so here's this one, and here we go. There we go. So I've made my regular pentagon. Okay, so this is one of the interior angles on a pentagon. It's both of these together. Okay, so it's all of this. Okay, so what we're going to look at, we're going to try and work out the size of the pink angle, one of the dark green angles, the whole of the interior angle on one angle inside the pentagon, and then we're going to work out the sum of the interior angles. Okay, so let's start with the pink. I've got 2 options here. I could actually just get out my protractor and measure it, or I could do a calculation. Okay, we're going to do it with a calculation so you can see that it works, and it will work at any time when you're working on this, okay, on these types of questions, and I'll show you that in another video. Okay, so what we've got here is we've got angles that are in a full turn. Okay, so I've got 5 angles that are coming together to meet at a point or in a full turn. So what that means is, so I'm going to do this color coded, is that they add up to 360. Okay, so I know that these 5 angles that have come together make 360. So to work out one of them, I will divide by 5, and the answer to that is 72. So I now know that each of these angles in here is 72 degrees. Okay, so how am I going to work out one of the dark green angles? So here's my dark green. Okay, so I need to work out one of these. So if I just take this one out, okay, let's have a look at it. So what I've actually got here is an isosceles triangle. These two are the same. So we need to use our method for working out a missing angle when it's one of the ones that are the same. So we would do 180, take away the 72, which we already know is up there, which is 108. Okay, so 108 divided by 2 is 54. So that is my missing angle here. So all the way around here, each one of these is 54. Okay, let's keep going all the way around. One more. Okay, so the next thing I want to know is the size of one of the interior angles in our regular pentagon. So interior angle. Okay, you can see that it's 2 of the dark green angles joined together. So it's just 54 times 2, which we already know because we've done this here, is 108. So each angle inside a regular pentagon is 108. So the last thing we want to work out is the sum of interior angles. Okay, and the sum of the interior angles means it's the total of the angles, okay, on the inside. So I know I've got 108, 108, 108, 108, 108. So it's 108 times by 5, and I can tell you that that is 540. So anytime you see a pentagon now, regardless of whether it's regular or irregular, all of the angles in a pentagon add up to 540. Watch out for my next video, and we're going to be looking at angles in regular octagons and hexagons.